Good morning, Stanton. How is everybody doing? And thank you for coming back to the Cobra TV Spaceman Journal. This is our misadventures through the verse as we try to learn how to pick our career. What is the best way to earn a UEC? And what is the best way to keep it? Upgrade our character, do character progression, showcasing the gameplay loops within Star Citizen, and just many other things. And as we've seen, we last left our hero in our last video blowing up on Hurston, trying to do trade running, cargo running or whatever. And, left me feeling some kind of way. Then we tried again. We became pretty successful at cargo running. And then the game glitched out. The police caused me to blow up around Crusader. And that's fine. We've done some more. So we've got now 162,785 AUEC, and that is amazing. Look, I'm really proud of that, okay? Now, I might not be doing the cargo running the best way. You guys might have better runs, but let me tell you something real quick. It's not about how much I'm making, how fast. Well, it kind of is. It kind of is. But it's how much fun I'm having doing it. Ship is being delivered to, drumroll please, B02. 09's over there, so we got to go this way. So it should be, geez, not even opening. It should be how, a concern about how fast we're making UEC. But it's also a matter of how much fun I'm having. And I want to talk a little bit about cargo running. Some people might find it boring to do cargo runs. I've seen some people in the chat, in the in-game chat, where they're like, well, it's time to do some boring cargo runs. But let me tell you, maybe it's because I'm new to the verse. Maybe it's because I'm new that it feels so awesome to do cargo runs. Or maybe it's just a preference for some people. I know that taking the prospector out, doing mining, stuff like that, that's boring to me. Well, it's not boring. It's not immediate, and you got to spend a lot of time going to a lot of different rocks, and nothing's blowing up except for your windshield when you get too close. So prospecting in the prospector, it's fun when you have a lot of free time. Sit down in your chair, man. There you go. Delivering boxes in Stanton is super enjoyable for me because it takes you all over the place and it leaves you in situations that are emergent. Thank you, lady. And it leaves me in situations that are completely and utterly emergent, where you can meet players who are doing different things. So not everybody that you're meeting are doing the same things at these places that you go to. Some people are delivering boxes. Some people are running cargo. Some people are pirating. Some people are just out to murder you in cold blood. Some people are out to meet people, to make friends. Some people are out just flying around. Some people are prospecting. There's so many different things going on at these locations that you go to when you're doing anything at all, really. And so box running, deliveries, that is super enjoyable for me. But it can be slow as far as running UEC and stuff like that, getting UEC and stuff like that. And you want to do character progression in the game. You want to buy armor, weapons, things like that, which reminds me, my gun disappeared. I lost it on Microtech, so I got to go get a new gun. We had fun on Microtech, and I'm going to be uploading a few videos where I'm not earning any UEC, and we're traveling to all the different places in Stanton and learning about the lore, stuff like that. Let's go ahead and get up. We're going to be going to... All right, lady. All right, come on, girl. Balance out. There you go. You got to be careful when you lift off in the Freelancer. Big time. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a cargo run. Here's the one that I find is doable for me so far. It's not technical. It's not technical in the slightest bit. It's actually kind of noobish, kind of easy. Oops, don't want to set the route. What are you doing? What are you doing, bro? We're going to go over here to Yela. Maybe. There we go. We're going to go over here to Yela, and we're going to pick up a few things, and we're going to bring them on over to Port Olisar. And then I was picking up medical supplies to bring it back to Yela. But the medical supplies, they don't purchase it all the time and as much as you pick up. So there's that could get a little bit stressful, and it could tie up your cargo space for the other things. So we're doing a one-way trading trip from Yela to Port Olisar and nothing going back. Again, I know that's probably smart. I know it's probably more lucrative to do a titanium run to Hurston, but we've seen how that went. So my point and my realignment on motivation here is trying to find the easiest cargo run at the quickest time. And this is the quickest turnaround, I think, so far. Maybe you guys know a better one. I'm using a couple different websites to look at the different ways, different trade routes. And I chose this one because it's got a quick turnaround. Going to area 157. There it is. And we're going to be picking up some... Oh, man, I can't even remember the names of the two gases. We're going to be picking up 2 gases, and we're going to be taking it back to Port Olisar. Very quick, very quick. I'd say about, I don't know, depends on what happens. I'm talking, so therefore it's going to take me longer than what is normally expected to do this run. But it's got a very quick turnaround, like I said before. And so if you have a quick turnaround and you're only making 2,000-3,000 each run, and you're not using a whole lot of hydrogen, you're not using a whole lot of quantum fuel, then it's a pretty good run. Quick turnaround, not using a lot of your resources, and you can sit here and do this all the time. Now, this is so cool. I'm driving around this big Freelancer Max. It feels like a space truck. Sounds like a train. It really feels like I'm doing space trucking. I'm coming onto to these moons and these beautiful planets, and I just woke up at Port Olisar. Literally feels like I just woke up in the morning and I got an entire day ahead of me to earn some UEC. So the game has done a very good job at making you feel like you were living in this place. That this place is thriving with players. It is thriving with things to do, gameplay loops that you typically find in other games. And right now we're doing this one here. This gameplay loop is cargo running. And we're coming up to area 157 right here, this mining facility. You don't want to overshoot it. Now, a lot of people say don't use cruise control when you're landing. It's okay. That's all right. We passed it up. But let me show you why I use cruise control when I'm landing. Now, that may have been the case when they had hover mode in. But let me show you what cruise control does for me when it comes to landing. It causes you to have more control over your speed as you're approaching. Put a landing gear down now. For me, it causes me to have more control over my ship when I'm landing. I don't have to worry about pressing the W button. I don't have to worry about the inconsistencies of lunging forward speed and stuff like that. So here I am. I'm in cruise control right now. Get ready to come down to land. We've got low gravity on this planet, so therefore it's hard to... Okay, so here we are. We're in cruise control. Now we're going to slow it down more. There we go. Going to slow it down more. Look at the reflection on the dashboard. That's so cool. Now I'm going to turn it off. And then I'm going to slow it down even more, and I'm going to set her down.
Landing successful.
Cruise control, man. It helps me with landing. And it makes it feel more immersive when I'm using cruise control for some reason. I don't know why. But there it is. That's how I land. That's how I land now. And I I don't understand why people say don't use cruise control. Okay, so let's see. We've been buying this astatine and fluorine. That's what I've been trading back and forth. So let's go ahead and pick up this astatine. It's not letting me buy a whole bunch. So we'll pick up whatever we can of that. And then, wow, the price of something here has gone down. Something, I think it was, never mind. All right, so then we're going to fill up on this right here. Now, see, it says empty cargo space, 11,000. I think that's a glitch. I usually turn around, turn back to it, and see if it says 0. Okay, so no, we're good. So it didn't let me buy a whole lot of that either. So we're gonna buy some of this hydrogen. And it didn't change. So let's turn around and look. All right. Okay, we could buy more of this now, I guess. I don't know what I'm doing, really. I mean, I do know what I'm doing, but I don't understand why sometimes it does something and sometimes it doesn't. So I think that might be just bugs or something like that. Okay, so now we've got 0 SCU. So, I might not have done that the same way I have been here lately. But we're now down to, we started off with like 160-some thousand UEC, and now we're sitting at a pretty awful 134. Okay, so that's that's a big decrease. If we crash or if we get attacked, that's pretty darn scary. Pretty darn scary indeed. And I'm going to do a couple of these runs for the video, and look at how beautiful this is. Look at how the light just shines off of the cold ground and the cold steel. Oh my gosh, and it's snowing. It's just a light flurry. It's all going all over the place. And you could imagine that sun would probably have just a smidget of warmth in the dead coldly cold. You know what I mean? Like how it feels like on a really super cold day. But when the sun is bright, you could feel the heat on your skin. But it's not enough to make it help, you know what I mean? Alright, so here we go. We're going to go back to Port Olisar now. I've done a lot of talking. Usually these turnarounds are a lot quicker. A lot quicker when I'm not saying anything or doing anything. So right now, we're vulnerable. I don't see anybody on the radar, so it looks like we're okay. Let's go into the map and we'll plot our course back. We're going to go back to Port Olisar, sell these gases. Again, this isn't a super lucrative trade route, but it's a quick turnaround. And I don't know what it is, but it literally feels like I'm space trucking. How stupid does that sound, right? But it does. So I'm gonna put it in cruise control. Whoa. I should have adjusted it before I started moving. That's okay, we're fine. I'm gonna put it in cruise control here, and I'm gonna use cruise control again. And here I found that it's very important to land at Port Olisar correctly. They're a little bit more touchy now than they've ever been as far as how you land. See, we got a bad guy over here, a criminal. Did he just log out or something? Another thing that's scary is a lot of these characters are hanging around Port Olisar. You'll notice, I notice that, here, we can go ahead and slow down more so because that we can request a landing pad. There we go. Come on. Answer the phone.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Thank you, buddy. There we go. There's our pad. A lot of these characters I've noticed are hanging around Port Olisar. Some of them in ships just floating around. And they're active because you can see them flying around a little bit, but they don't go anywhere. But they don't go anywhere. So it's kind of scary because you think that when you're coming back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, it's obvious what you're doing, right? You're a freelancer and you just came back to Port Olisar 6 times, and if they see you landing 6 times, you know, it kind of implies, hey, this guy's doing trade runs.
Landing gear down.
It looks like he's going back and forth to Yela. Let's get him.
Caution, front collision.
Oof, that guy came pretty close. Also, I wasn't recording, and I went back to Yela on one of my trade runs, and there was a wanted criminal player. See, now we're going to slow down our, we're going to slow down. We're in cruise control. Now, I want to get pretty close because we got a very, very short front end. It's very close to the cockpit. We're going to stop it right there, and we're going to see if that's any good. So, you got to be careful landing here, especially when you're doing trading. So, let's take a look. And we can afford to move it forward a lot more. And we're going to put it down right there. That right there should make Port Olisar very happy. So let's go ahead and put it down.
Landing successful.
For some reason, we still have a rent.
Complete.
Okay.
Pleasant stay.
Thank you, buddy. All right, so no ticket, no infraction, no law broken. Port Olisar's happy, I'm happy, and we're about to go in and make some money. Oh, look, somebody's got a prospector out there. Not too bad of a landing. It's a little crooked, but it's not that bad. Make sure we close it up so nobody sneaks in. Whoa, I almost fell, looks like. Looked like I was going to fall. Here's the way in. So we got to hurry up so that way they don't try to impound and fine us for the ship being there for too long. So yeah, I mean, very fun gameplay. Is it boring? No way. No way, because you don't... Each one of these trips brings... Oh, wrong. What are you doing? Alright, so there's a citizen right there. Each one of these trips brings something new that can happen. So let's click sell. And we'll go straight to our max. And we'll start selling this stuff. Okay. $168. I don't know what I started off with. What I just made, like 4,000 maybe? I don't know. I don't know what I started off with. Oh, look. There's my ship. That's the first time I've ever been able to see my ship outside the window. There's that prospector there, too. That's my ship. Hey, that's my ship out there. You don't have one, do you? You don't have a ship. You're waiting for a ride. Hey, you gonna look at my ship? Nope. Ah, that's the wrong... Hey, lady. That's the wrong door. Alright, so let's go do it again. We're gonna... Oh, gosh. We're gonna do that trade run again. We'll do one more for the video here. And we'll get over probably 170,000... wait, where am I at? Probably get over 170,000 UEC. So this is my entry level to cargo running, right? I'm learning how to do this. I'm going to learn even more how to do even more complicated runs. Ones that do use a lot more of your resources, and they do take a lot more time. what I'm hoping to find, and here's, I don't know if you guys could help me out, but I'm looking to make very complicated cargo runs to where I start off at Port Olisar, and I literally go all over Stanton in a route, in a like a big circle, going to every place I could go to, loading up, selling things at every single stop, selling and buying at every single stop. I know there's got to be a way to do it, and I know that there's got to be a way to make a ton of money in one big tour, right? To where
Launch sequence complete.
I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna sit there, I'm gonna get a calculator, and I'm gonna figure out a massive trade route that is complicated and that goes all over Stanton in one round trip that leads me back to Port Olisar, earning a ton of UEC. I'm gonna figure it out because I think that kind of gameplay would be so much fun. Waking up, getting a cup of coffee like I got right here. There's my coffee. And then putting the coffee on your dashboard right here or in a cup holder. You know what I mean? It doesn't have a cup holder. And you can't, well, you do, you can brew some coffee here. So let's go back to Yela. But that's my goal. I'm going to figure out a massive, massive long run that is very, very lucrative. Maybe not each stop is. Maybe some stops are just like crappy. But some stops won't be. And then it'll be a scheduled tour all the way around Stanton till we get back home to Port Olisar, and then we hang out, we park our ship, we have Port Olisar clean it, refuel it, wash the windows, go to our easy hab, hang up our coat, put away our spacesuit, and crawl into bed and go to sleep and do it again the next day. All right, not bad. Now we got to look around for Area 157. Immersive, dude. I mean, I don't know how they did it to where the ambience and the just the environment of this game feels like you're really traveling to these places. When you go a long distance, it feels like you've went a long distance. It feels like you've visited places. Turn our headlights on because it looks like it's gotten dark here on Yela. What do you call that? Ambiance? Is that the ambiance? The ambiance of the game? I don't know. Yeah, it's dark here. Whoa. One of my big weaknesses is flying on dark moons. I see the lights. See the lights right there? So one of the things I used to do is I used to spool up my quantum drive so I could see how far away this marker was. I've quit doing that at this point, so that way it feels like more realistic. I mean, in the future, would we have a marker for that on our computer system? Probably. But it immerses me even more when I don't use a marker to see how close or far away I am. I just use the fact that I can now see the lights blinking on the place. All right, now we're coming up to it, so let's put it in cruise control a little bit. And where's that big landing pad? I think I see it right there. I think we got to make a nice wide turn. Yep, we got to make a wide turn. So let's go ahead and start turning. We'll slow it down a little bit here. See the lights there? Lights help you know where it's at too, as far as the position. There we go. Now we'll level out the ship a little bit. Put our landing gear down.
Landing gear down. Caution, deck collision. Caution, front collision.
It's all right, lady. We got it. Trust me. We've done this so many times. And now we'll go ahead and set it down nice and slow.
Landing successful.
See? Do you see how awesome that is? All right, so we're back in Yela. We're going to purchase more gas. I didn't see anybody on the radar. It's nice and dark here now. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? Close the door. It's so crazy. I was here, it was daylight, and you imagine how bad jet lag is? Whew. It's like, wow, it's nighttime. Oh, I just want to go home and go to bed. But wait a minute. It's only like an hour into the morning. What is wrong with you? It's got to mess with the mind. It's got to mess with the mind. I'm back, buddy. This guy is so awkward. Alright, so we're gonna... Whoa, we're not gonna sell. We're gonna buy. Man, that water's all over my... There we go. Now it's clearing up. Okay, so... We'll buy some of this. Ooh, we could buy a lot more than before. And we'll buy some flooring. Wow, we could buy a lot of that too. Okay, so let's check. Oh, 0 SCU. Okay, we're full. We're completely full. Okay, so let's go ahead and get back out of here before somebody shows up. Oh, I was telling you about the when I got here, there was a criminal, a player with a bounty. And it was my first time that I ever used like the scan feature. I didn't want to land. He was landed right here, and I didn't want to land near him. So it was the first time that I used my scanning in a situation where it mattered. So I hit the tab and I scanned him, and then there we go. I seen what his name was. Said that his ship was the cockpit was empty, or the seat was empty, and so that told me he was inside. So he must have been filling up on trade runs or whatever, filling up on cargo. And so I found out his name through scanning him, and then checked the contracts and seen that he had a bounty. Look, I got less money now than I did on my first run. Oh boy. Hope I'm doing all this right. Let's go to Port Olisar. Maybe this will be one of those times, since the planet is on the night side now, it's going to have a different position to Port Olisar.
Launch sequence complete. Caution. Deck collision.
Did I set that? Yeah, I set the route. So it was a $10,000 bounty. So I accepted the bounty mission, and I started shooting at him while he was parked on the port, or parked on the landing pad, but I was just outside the armistice zone, and it wasn't working. It looked like it was damaging his ship, but I don't think it was doing anything at all. And then all of a sudden, 2 more ships came by. They were green, and they were watching me shoot him. Next thing you know, they started shooting at him too. So I guess that there were players that accepted this guy's bounty as well. And so the guy decides to get up out of his, lift off with his ship and go into space. So I chased him out in space. The other 2 guys did as well. And I let loose on the dude. I just started attacking him. I got the bounty. I got 10,000 UEC. It was my first player bounty that I ever did, and I did it in the Freelancer Max. All right, so let's take a look and see where the marker is. Perfect. You see that? I can lift from. Look at the beautiful sun right there. Oh my gosh! Look at that scenery. Oh man, it feels like I'm here. It really feels like I'm here. So, There we go. We're back to Olisar.
Quantum travel
And we're going to turn down our speed, or I mean our power to our thrusters here a little bit. There we go. Not bad, not bad. Nice controlled speed. We're going a little bit too fast, I think. Go ahead and request. Give him a call.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Ooh, that didn't sound good. Put our landing gear down. See, these guys, they just hang out here. And it's like, oh, look. It's that same freelancer Max coming in, guys. This is his second time. He just came here a few minutes ago. Right? And if I do it like 6 more times, eventually, if they're pirates, they're going to get curious. Nice controlled speed. Don't want to get a ticket. Don't want to crash. We got a lot of money tied up in this freelancer Max right now. A lot of money.
Caution, front collision.
Now I was using the auto land feature to like make sure that I landed properly. But the auto land was making me land incorrectly. Let's take a look. Oh, we can go up even further. Put it down right there and see what happens.
Landing successful.
Okay, no warnings.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
All right. Oops. Yeah, well, let me turn that off. I don't want to blind anybody that's trying to get into one of their ships. All right, so no warnings, no infractions. That's good. Here's my cargo. Look at all this. Look at this stuff. I'm about to go sell that. Look at all that stuff. And we're a little crooked today. That's fine. It's not that bad. So far, so good. Nothing's happened. I haven't met any hostile players. It's been a very easy 2 trips. No close calls with crashing, wrecking. Oh, come on. Not close enough. There we go. In real life, you couldn't reach it from that far either. So what the heck, dude? What the heck, man? And can we see our ship? No, we're not in the same spot. Oh, but we can see it. We're that, we're right over there where the prospector was. Look at that. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I enjoy this. I enjoy cargo running. Look at these guys. He looks like a pirate. No, he's got a mining... You know what? I don't know what he is. He's got a backpack on. So does he. These guys are about to go cave spelunking. Good luck. Good luck. Oh, I guess if you brought a cave buddy with you, it wouldn't be that bad. I've been in the cave with cave buddies before. And it wasn't that bad. Okay, so we got 2 gases here that we're going to sell. We've got 131,000 in the bank. So let's see what happens. I'm not even paying attention to what I'm purchasing these things for, so I'm not even looking at how much of a profit we're making. I'm not paying attention or documenting. I should be. I need to be. $174,000. Oh my gosh, that is an improvement. That is an improvement. 68, 77, 172, 73. Okay, so yeah, we made a good profit on that run. You see what I'm saying, guys? I'll be at 200,000 in no time. And if I keep doing this, I'll be at 500,000 in no time. If I just keep doing this, and if I even make it more complicated, if I make it more complicated and look and study even further into cargo running and stuff like that, I can make even more money. Let's make this guy a feature of this video. Hold on. Mister, thank you for standing next to me for this video. So, look. Cargo running is immersive, and it's a very good gameplay loop, very good gameplay mechanic, and it can get even more complicated than what I'm doing. What I'm doing is entry level, and it's so super fun. Just wait until I start hitting the spreadsheets here that I've got pulled up on a computer, and I start learning what gets sold where for how much and how many units could sell. Are they accepting this at this point in time? And then I'm going to take off from Port Olisar, make a complicated trade run. And if you guys got any ideas with really super good trade runs that are fun and that are complicated even, well, comment that down below. I think this might even be more fun for me than delivering boxes. I think I may have found my calling, my career. Finally, I've got my career in Star Citizen. And that career is I'm a space trucker. I've always been a space trucker, and I've never knew it. I do now. I know now. Thank you guys for showing up for this video. And happy trucking out there, guys. Safe trucking. Be careful. I've run into sticky situations while I've been trucking. And I've survived. Except for those times that I've documented. Blowing up a Crusader. Blowing up at Hurston. Hey, stay away from Hurston. I don't know if it's a bug. But they make it really hard for you to get to your parking spot. They keep autopiloting me away from where I'm supposed to park. And I don't like that at all. So, I don't know what's going on there. Maybe there's a trick. If you know the answer to the trick at parking at Lorville, please let me know, because that was crazy. That guy's in a hurry. Where are you going in such a hurry? Stand in the corner. No, he's like, man, my feet hurt. I gotta sit down. But that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And for just being awesome. You guys are awesome. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll see you in the verse. And more importantly, may the verse be with you. Until next time.